Hey, Matt, Rory.
Hey, Drew. I'm on a map.
Yes, you are.
I'm not on the map anymore. I clicked
Are you in a tavern?
too quickly. I'm going to go back to the map real quick while we talk about what this is.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
Don't overload me, man.
This is Card Hunter.
I can tell because you're in Card Huntria.
We are in Card Huntria.
That's a great name for your fake world.
Yeah, this game actually came out
on a map.
Yeah, it's really big. I haven't actually. You can tell I'm pretty early on.
Can you actually go over there?
I believe you go to all these places.
See those mountains? You can go there.
You probably can. I haven't. I'm obviously still in kind of the beginner starter area.
Okay.
This game was actually a couple years old. It's came out. I checked my email. I have a beta invitation from July 2013.
Wow.
As the web, it was originally a browser-only game. They recently came out with a Steam release and a standalone PC kind of app for it. So we figured we'd take a look. Okay.
Free to play thing.
Free to play. We'll talk about some of the upsell stuff a little bit later on, but it's I haven't found it to be too onerous so far.
Okay.
Yeah.
Onerous? Onerous?
Onerous? I'm not sure.
I don't know how to pronounce that.
It's one of those words that you always see written rather than, I don't know, there's a lot of words like that for me.
Yeah.
So I have a little adventuring party. I'm going to go to talk about the general structure of this game and show you some of the character screens and everything like that real quick. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's very okay.
So, Card Hunter, as you can tell, you have a bunch of cards. This is one of your characters. You usually run with a warrior, a priest, and a wizard.
Okay, in your party?
In your party.
Okay.
So you have these weapons and items and everything like that, and you don't create a deck of cards like you might think from a game. Like if you look at this and you think like Magic the Gathering or something like that, you don't actually create decks. What you do is you upgrade your character's equipment, and when you add, this is a two-handed sword, I think. So when I replace these lower level item weapons with this one, you can see kind of what it does. You replace the blunt sword, which has some crappy abilities like Simple Strike, and then you upgrade it so you actually will have new abilities in battle when you upgrade your weapons. Does that kind of make sense?
I think so. So why are there multiple, what is that, pole cat? I can't read from here.
What are you looking at?
There's multiple of the same card.
Oh, because your entire deck is like shuffled up at the beginning of a round, and you have multiple. The more cards you have, like if I have 3 of these pin cuts, it means I'm more likely to draw them in battle. Okay. The common cards are going to be a little more popular, or a little more. You're going to have more of those for a weapon, and then at the end of it, you see Able Bludgeon. That is probably a more powerful card that'll only pop up once in every.
I see. Okay, this may make more sense when we get into a battle.
Yeah, mayhap. It's not exactly a super intuitive thing, but once you start fooling around with it, it does make more sense.
So everything listed right here, all those cards, that's all possible cards that you have
to draw
from as a result of everything that you're wearing.
Yes, exactly. So generally what you want to do, you look at their level 3 uncommon, you want to have higher level weapons with increasing rarities as you go along.
Like every video game.
Every video game ever. So the more, I actually have a empty slot here. I don't know if I have an arcane pouch.
Tell me about your arcane pouch.
So we have three characters, and for the most part, they use different equipment. This guy doesn't have a weapon, jeez. I believe this is my priest. Do I have a divine weapon in here?
Priests can only use divine weapons?
Not usable by this class. Uncommon divine item. Minor heal, or plus blessed demon claw. Okay,
so you got weapons, you got items.
Yes, you have weapons, items. You actually have, I actually haven't unlocked all the item slots yet.
Okay.
There are plenty more. You kind of start off the game as a level 20 class. You see, it's one of those Metroid things where you start and you have a huge amount of stuff. And then you
abilities.
Yeah, abilities. So I can actually just pop really quickly into one of these really dungeons and see if I can pop it off real quick.
Okay.
Show you a little early battle, and we'll try one.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
So this is the interface here. As you can tell, they did a really, really good job of making it look like a D&D board game.
Sure.
It's a very fourth wall kind of thing where you have the dice and you knock off these little characters and everything like that. This is the very first quest in the game. It's meant to be played by one character, so I'm gonna mop the floor with these little goblins here. Or sorry.
Oh, one person in your party?
Yes, there's only one person in my party, so this is gonna be a pretty easy one. So you can see down here, I drew a few cards at random. Every turn, you get at least one movement card, so you can actually move. And then you're gonna have a somewhat randomized selection of other actions you can do.
Which ones are the move cards?
Dash, walk, I can actually open up some of these. So You know, walk will let you move 2 spaces.
Okay, so blue cards are movement.
Yes.
Okay.
And you see dash is uncommon. It actually lets you move 4 spaces.
Oh, wow.
You're going to pull that less often than you would a walk card probably, but it's just twice as good. And there's no casting cost or anything on these cards. You use 1 a turn, and you can, if you have a turn to use it, you can use it. All right, so
I'm sorry, can you use multiple cards then?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So it's a little bit, there are turns and then there's rounds, I guess. It's difficult to explain, but I'll show you as we go.
Let's take a look.
I'm gonna run. Run over here. Goblin turn. He's gonna move forward.
Okay, so 1 card equals 1 turn.
I believe so.
Okay, and that's per character.
Yes.
Okay, so it's not like XCOM where you get to move all your guys.
No.
Okay.
But there's also a concept of, I don't know what the hell that did.
Okay.
Unstable bolts. When you play a move card, take 4 arcane damage unless you make a saving throw. I did not realize that was.
Whoa. That doesn't seem great.
I think, but you can also use it as a spell. Let me see if this. So the goblin over here tried to hit me. These goblins are groups, so they will be able to move both of them at the same time and take actions. But unfortunately, I have 3 separate characters to control, so I don't have that privilege.
Can you put yourself in a group?
I don't think so. I think it's always the 3 separate characters. So
I see.
So I have a warrior here. He has a bunch of, you can see what he can see, and anything behind him, like these shaded out areas behind here. I believe there are some cards that can't be, if he has a shield card, those can't be used if somebody's attacking from behind. So vision.
Okay, vision and position or facing matters. Okay.
Exactly.
Boy, there's some rough stuff going on in the background of whatever is happening here.
You're in a little village trying to save it from the kobolds. So you see, this is stab. It has a range of 2. It'll do 3 damage. But I'm right up next to this monster, so I'm going to use bludgeon, which has a damage of 4.
Okay, so diagonal equals adjacent.
I believe so.
Okay. Nice.
It automatically picks the closest character. If you have a choice of targets within range, you'll be able to choose one.
Okay.
I'm gonna go and use this unstable bolt.
So is there a dice roll accompanying that bludgeon, or if you're in range, do you hit?
I believe that one hits automatically. There are some dice rolls in this game, so if you have a lot of body armor or shields, a lot of those times you'll be able to do a saving roll. I think it's 1 through 6, and you have a chance to either ignore some of the damage or all of it.
Okay.
I'll see if I can show you one of those. Okay. So that's a hide armor, reduce the damage. So armor 1, you keep it. So every time you take damage, it's reduced by 1. It's pretty weak, but it's pretty handy too.
And I'm sorry, are you picking this card up, or?
No, it's already in my hand.
Okay. So when you got hit by that kobold, you automatically threw that card? Is that how that works?
I'm actually not sure. It's not actually in my hand. It might be going back to my hand. Let's see. Yeah, so it was in my hand at the beginning of the turn. Mm-hmm. Armor 1, so it reduces everything by 1, and then I keep it.
Right, so that guy hit you. You, in effect, threw that card out to block it.
Yeah, automatically.
And then it went back?
Mm-hmm. It's a keeper card, so you keep it in your hand as long as you want it.
Oh, armor 1, keep. Mm-hmm. Okay, cool.
Armor 1, keep. I'm going to see what this... What do I have over here? Fight Frenzy. Frenzy 2, duration of 1. Block any. So it looks like this will just block anything that it comes along. Let me see, move up close to this guy.
So that is a passive card then?
Yeah, the armor stuff you don't have to worry about using. They'll be used automatically as soon as you take damage.
Okay.
I'm gonna stab this guy. 1 victory point.
Nice.
Gary is the name of the other, player in this scenario, the DM, whoever's using this kind of. So do I have any more stuff I can actually attack with? I'm not sure. Frenzy 2, duration 1. Frenzy adds 2 damage to any melee attack you play, or 1 damage to any magic or projectile account.
But you don't have any of those. So
I don't think I do. I'm gonna use it anyways right now.
I see 0 red cards. Here. So, how do you get more cards?
You end the round. So there are individual turns. As you move around, you have 1 action per turn, and then at the end, when you want to get more cards, or if you have nothing to do, you end the round entirely. Both you and your enemy will draw more cards.
Okay.
I took 1 damage, and now I have...
Can he end the round?
You both have to pass before the round ends. So he can't do it, my opponent can't do it automatically.
Oh, I see. The button now is pass.
Yes.
Okay.
So if I pass, he'll be able to use all of his cards before we go to the end of the round. But anyway, I'm going to have I think I'm about to easily beat this guy, so I'm gonna go and do that. I have a cone attack. You can see where it's gonna hit if you cast it. I'm not actually sure if I can hurt my own players, but I'm not gonna worry about it.
Nice.
Onward. So that was one I had already done. I'm not sure if I'm gonna get much loot for this. I do get experience at least, so. Oh, I got a treasure item. That's good. Pickled herring. You wouldn't know anything about that, would you?
That is a treasure. Let me tell you.
All right, so we got a little experience for my characters. Not enough to get anybody leveled up, but I did get something. I actually wasn't sure you could actually repeat stuff. So.
Okay.
But that's the battle interface. We'll probably do another one of those in a bit. I want to show you some of the other areas you can go into, though. So the tavern is where you can recruit new characters. They cost gold. As far as I can tell, there are only 3 classes: it's wizard, priest, and warrior. Each one has 3 races. You can be dwarf, elf, or human, and they have a little bit different abilities. Like elves are usually pretty quick to move, but a little weaker in direct combat, and dwarfs are kind of the opposite, or slower and hardier. But you can, if you decide you don't like one of your characters, you can recruit another one if you'd like. I haven't found it necessary to do so yet.
Maximum of 3 in your party?
Yes, at any given time. But I think you can have more. I'm not sure. I haven't fooled around with this too much. I already have 3, and I'm going to roll with them for a while. I like the names here, too. These are all randomly generated. Quinvorndon. Okay. My elf is Legdorothin. And my dwarf is Shrakduck. The random name generator is pretty good in this game. Then the other thing we have here is your keep, where you have all your items. Okay. And are those weapons socketed, or are they... I haven't really fooled around with this little socket stuff. I've seen these filled before, but I'm not really sure what they do. I haven't quite gotten that far into this game. But maybe we can take a look at a store and see if there's anything I can buy in there. Okay. Here is the armory, a level 1 shop, restocks daily. I only have 76 gold, but I can sell back. Oh, I get 2 gold for this pickled herring. I'm gonna go and do that.
Some treasure that is.
78 gold. I should have enough to buy. Wow, there's a lot of stuff in this game.
Yeah.
Boots. Arcane. Let me take a look.
Okay, the card thing is, I'm now figuring this out now.
So this guy he's basically using his hands. He has no weapon yet. So he has a bunch of really crappy, like unreliable block. If I can take a look at this. That's not even an attack. It's a block any. But it's not a very good block as far as because it says it's unreliable. So what I'm gonna do is try to buy him a divine weapon. That'll let him use Healing Pulse, which is a healing spell, because he is a priest. Okay. I'm gonna go and buy this one. How about that? Sure. Level 6, common divine weapon. I'm gonna pop that in there. So now he has a new suite of abilities that he didn't have before. They're a little bit better. They're still not gonna be super awesome because it's a pretty low level weapon and a common one at that. But
I'm sorry. Where are the abilities?
These are the ones attached to this weapon. You see the ones that just popped up there?
Oh, okay, I see.
So if I pop, there we go.
Okay, nice.
So these are the ones attached to this card.
All right, the white ones are
healing.
Like healing, okay.
And minor heal. So he has a few different healing things, so you can also use it as a weapon, obviously. So, and if you pop over something like this, you can take a look. This has better heals because it's a more powerful weapon. See, now it heals for 5 instead of 3. And it has a bunch of bludgeons.
There were fewer of them, though.
Yeah. So you have to make some tough decisions when you're doing this kind of stuff. Yeah, it's a little overwhelming if you're doing all this inventory stuff early on. It can be a little confusing. And when I first started playing this, I was really confused as to why I couldn't just build a deck of cards, which I thought was what you're going to be doing. But
that's what you're doing effectively.
Effectively, it's just you're changing out big amounts of cards at once. So I bought that thing. I'll see if I can get an arcane item. If you click on an inventory slot, so this has zaps and little zaps. If I wanted to upgrade to something really nice, discarding cards, burning, that's not bad. I'll buy one I can actually afford though. Magma spray, burning fingers. So these are
pretty good.
Yeah, I'm gonna go and get that.
All right, so clicking on that empty slot there, it opens up what you can buy?
It filters out everything except for the stuff in that slot.
That's real nice.
Yeah, it's pretty handy. So I went ahead and bought that too. I'm out of gold. I can't buy anything else. All right, and also there is a daily deal thing. This is where you get really, really good stuff. You see this renown renown marker up here.
Yeah.
The more you play, especially if you play multiplayer, apparently, you'll get higher levels of renown. And renown will let you... Renown apparently affects the shop prices for stuff. So these level items are a much higher level than my characters, so they cost a crazy amount, so you can't actually get them too early on in the game. But as I increase in level, I'll be able to afford them, though apparently the price goes down based on my renown. And they become more affordable.
So, Rory, this is a free-to-play game.
It is.
Where are the dollars that you put in?
You buy pizza slices in this game.
I'm sorry?
You buy pizza slices in this game.
Okay.
Papa Manchu pizza menu. So it's kind of a clever, you know, fitting into that fourth wall. Kind of, you're actually playing a game of D&D rather than taking on the aspect of these characters.
I see. Boy, 380.
Yeah.
Wow, 3,800 pizza slices for only $98.99. That is a deal.
They gotta have everything.
Deal.
We're logged on your Steam account, right? So.
Hey, no.
They also have PayPal for the web browser version of this. But yeah, these are pretty, I don't find these prices to be too crazy. Okay. So what you get when you buy anything, you have a club membership, which basically gives you a free item every time you beat a quest, a free extra item. You have a bunch of new adventures. These are a couple expansions and everything like that.
Oh, okay.
You have some different, how do you say, cosmetic. You can change your way your characters look on the field. Mm-hmm. And you get pizza slices too when you buy these editions and everything like that.
And what do the pizza slices do besides taste delicious?
Oh, they're just a kind of a. You can trade them in for gold, I believe, is the main thing. So if you convert pizza into gold,
I see.
And gold is what you can actually use in the game. I'm not sure if you can use pizza slices directly for anything. I haven't fooled around too much with the pay to play kind of stuff, but it doesn't seem too onerous from when I played it before.
Okay,
and
so
I keep saying that, I apologize.
buy pizza, turn it into gold, buy stuff.
Get better weapons. So if I want to spend,
if you have played the game a lot, you will pay less.
Yeah. So if I wanted to spend, if I want to buy 3,800 pizza slices right now, I could turn that into
38,000.
38,000 gold, and then I would be able to buy this and maybe this. But if I waited until I had much more renown,
it'd be even cheaper.
It'd be even cheaper, so you could get more stuff.
Yeah, you're right. That doesn't seem too scary.
Yeah, it's just one of those things where you want to play a little bit and get your bearing, and then once you figure out what's going on, I'm gonna go on to
now.
What? Okay.
A wizard seeks you out with an unusual offer of employment. Liberate his home from his crazed magical construct. So I'm going to do a higher level adventure that I haven't done before. So this is going to be new to me.
Okay.
Sound good?
Is that Gary?
That is. Oh, I don't know who this is. There's Gary, and then his older brother who gets really mad at you for playing with his. I've never tried this modify party thing. Okay, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go in battle.
Battle!
Counter.
Okay. Are the stages all this size?
I haven't seen anything too much bigger. I haven't seen any kind of crazy size stuff, but for all I know, there is stuff a little bit later on that is bigger.
And are there only these two guys? I guess I'll see, but or will more things spawn?
It depends on the mission. Usually you go from board to board. Like, there are multi-level dungeons where it automatically sends you to another board when you clear the whole thing. I haven't seen anything spawn spontaneously during a mission, but maybe there's summoning cards and stuff like that.
But you couldn't run to the southeast right now.
No, you can't escape this. You can leave the game if you want to give up on it, but these are the people I have to play.
Okay.
So I have 2 10 golems here. These guys look pretty tough. They have high health. And you can see the golem moods over here. Distant, despondent, carefree, mutinous, envious, jealous, excitable, angry, really angry, and really, really angry. This game has a lot of really good touches like that. They went whole hog on the mood here.
So that stuff's not critical to your game. That's just a little flavor stuff.
Little
that's cool.
So generally here in something like this, I want to keep my warrior up front. Cannot turn to face your target when attacking, and you do not turn to face attackers. So this seems like a bad thing to have on your 10 golem.
So did he play that? Is that what's happening here?
I think it's being automatically applied as a trait. Like, it might have been something that goes up into his hand as a kind of weakness.
Okay, so game is letting you know.
Yeah.
This guy is a giant metal thing.
Yeah, so I think these guys are I can't see their cards, but I'm pretty sure they're going to have, if I remember this from when I played it before.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm pretty sure they also have pretty heavy armor on the front, but they are weak from the back, which I guess we'll find out in a second.
Just like tanks.
Try to keep... Okay, here we go. So bludgeon, I can hit one with it. Stab, I can hit one person with that. Weak block, I have one of those. I have a big zap too. That only has 2 range though. I'm gonna try and get up a little bit. How far does that go? Try to move up a little bit.
Okay.
Pass. Okay.
Okay.
So these 2 10 golds again are in one group. They share cards. I'm pretty sure here when I attack one of them, I'm going to find out that one of them is a pretty good forward defensive thing. Let's see here. No, just went ahead and did it. Okay, cool. All right. Well, he already passed, so I'm going to go ahead and start knocking these guys around as much as I can. 5 damage. No.
Oh boy.
He didn't pass that time.
That's not good.
Okay.
Is there any bonuses for flanking or anything like that?
Nah, I think they have to come from cards. I don't think there's anything automatic, but like I said, there are cards that only affect damage that comes from a certain direction. So if you get behind somebody, it's usually better for attacking and everything like that.
Got it.
My mage is possibly in trouble, so I'm gonna have her dash out backwards and get him away. I don't know if those guys still have attack cards or what. They do.
Oh boy.
So I made the saving roll there. I don't think he actually took any damage at all. I didn't see what card he played, but it looked kind of nasty.
Okay, so that card was in your hand.
Yes.
It came up automatically, and then a dice roll happened.
Mm-hmm. You have to make
And
the
it was
dice
successful.
Yes. So if it was not successful, I think I would have taken all the damage.
Okay.
All right, let's see what we got here. What does Unholy Frenzy do? Frenzy 2, duration 2. Okay, I'll try it out. Oh, actually, I can add this to my warrior to make his next attack and possibly. Oh, so I think he takes a little damage when he's frenzied, but I'm gonna go at how much damage? 7. So this is should do 6 damage. Yep. Okay.
Nice.
All right. I can't really do much else here.
You got one more red one.
A simple strike, but she's way back here, and I don't want to have her. Ideally, for a spellcaster, you'd probably not want to have too many melee attacks. You want to keep them a little further away.
She's
from
not your healer, though, right?
No, this is my healer up here. He is he has more health and he can actually stand up a bit in a fight, but he's still want to keep him. Hopefully, I think they're gonna go first. Able bludgeon, 5 damage. Dang, that hurt. So they have a walk. They have something else that I can't see, but they're not their face. So all right, I'm gonna try and kill this guy.
Do it.
4 damage. I think I should be able to get him with this. Oh! To snick. So the armor can work on spells, but I think it should still kill him. Yeah. All right.
Nice.
It's still done enough damage.
It mitigated some, but you did more.
But not everything. All right. So here we are. This guy still has frenzy, so I believe he still has frenzy. Does he? Yes, he does.
Nice. Yeah, it was a two card.
2 turn, I think is what it was. So this guy can heal and attack. I'm gonna go ahead and turn him around. Oh, failed the saving throw, so he took it. And now he doesn't have any more cards, but he does have mail. Armor 2. And there are cards you can use to get rid of your opponent's armor. There's like Acid Splash and stuff like that.
Ooh, nice.
I don't believe I have any of those right now. Yeah. All right, stab.
Stick him.
Up. Still good for 3. Okay, he's trying to run away. Mm-hmm. But how about no? Okay, so now
so that frenzy. Okay, it's 2 rounds then, not just 2 plays.
Yeah, I believe so. I believe it's still active on him too.
Nice. Yeah.
So I think he does take a little damage from it, if I'm not mistaken, or maybe he took it when
when it was applied to him.
Yeah, it's 1 damage when it's applied. So, all right. So I can telekinesis too. Slide to teleport. I'm not entirely sure. I've been trying to figure out what that does, but I'm gonna cast a healing pulse just because I can. Heals everybody. I still have this simple strike that I could try to use to finish him off, but again, I don't want to get.
Yeah, and there's no move and then attack, right? So if you move next to him, you're gonna open yourself up.
Yeah.
But he's passing, so.
He is passing, but Yeah, that's right. I'm gonna see. It's not gonna be enough to kill him, but at least I can get another little bit of damage in. Failed the same throw.
Nice.
Okay.
I haven't been watching. If you end the round, do you get all new cards?
You pull, I believe, I want to say 2 or 3 per turn, but you have to discard. I think she's gonna have to discard because she has. So you can only have 2 cards in your hand when you end the turn. You have to discard down to 2, kind of like Magic, where you have to go down to 7.
I see.
So I have to get rid of one of these, but I know I'm gonna draw.
So your warrior will get 3 more and will keep run.
Yes.
And then your elf will get 3 more new. And then your dwarf will have to discard 1?
Well, I'm going to discard 1, and he'll still draw after that, or she will still draw after that. But you always get a movement card every time you draw, so I'm going to discard her movement card.
Sure.
And let's see what pops up here. Yep, 3, 3, 3. She got 2 movement cards, so I'm glad I discarded those. Anyways, he has 1 health left. I'm going to go ahead and knock him out.
Knock him out the box, Luke.
Victory. Yeah! He's ordered some pizzas. So the golems have been reduced to piles of scrap metal alongside the debris of find a core. You leave the broken parts. Climb up to the 3 deadly battles. So there'll be 2 more battles after this. Let me get the loot here real quick, and we can decide if we want to go through them all. So you see the. Oh, here we go. Here's the introduction into the Card Hunter Club.
Duh.
Club members get an extra item each time they open a chest.
Yes.
But since I don't have, you can also buy Card Hunter Club memberships with pizza.
Okay, so they're upselling you a little bit.
Yeah.
Do you get pizza ever?
I haven't gotten any yet.
Okay.
I'm not really sure what the process is to get it, except to buy it. It's possible it might be a quest reward of some sort. But here we go. So I got a common arcane item, which should be usable by her. Do I have any? I already have better stuff in this one. So I'm just gonna loot that. And then this is a treasure item. All I can do with those is sell them. So I will save that for later.
Okay.
Pizza!
Pizza, 1 large with tofu and pineapple.
Oh boy.
Oh.
So I'm gonna go, I guess I'm being queued up for the second battle here.
Okay.
But if we wanna, do you wanna go do 1 more? Or you wanna kind of, it's up to you.
Let's see what else is going on.
Okay.
That's a big map though.
This is not bad.
Okay.
And there's gonna be some difficult terrain too, which you have to move past it slows you down when you try to move.
Barrels slow you down or something?
Yeah.
Okay.
So there's also like buzzers, choppers.
What?
More gold. They're metal of some sort, so they're gonna be a little tough to take down. More enemies.
Traps?
I don't see any traps around. I'm not sure. I haven't done this one in a long time.
Okay.
Anyways, yeah, we can see if we can get out of this and go back to take a look at some of the. Interesting.
You can lose 3 times before you have to restart the adventure. Okay, so leaving means defeat.
Yeah, I think so, but it looks like I can just return a map if I just, I want to go back and do something else for a bit or go browse the web. It looks like I can get back in there and try to. Oh, I'm actually locked out until.
Oh, you have to abandon the adventure. Okay.
Abandon the adventure. No, I don't want to do that. I'm not sure when these are added, but there are co-op groups.
Oh,
and
wow.
There's plenty of people chatting too, which I'm sure we're going to get some good stuff in there. But a lot of people looking for group, LFG level 9. You have a little friends list, which I don't have any friends on here. Oh, I guess there's on here. I don't remember ever doing that. There's also a pretty substantial.
I think that's because he is my friend in Steam, and he also plays this game.
There you go.
So
that would do it.
That's cool.
There's a whole big multiplayer component of this, which I have not fooled around with too much.
I like that this looks like. Not only does it have the D&D aesthetic, but this looks like a MUD. This looks like a multi-user dungeon.
It's a
bunch of just text people saying LFG.
LFG. So there's plenty of multiplayer battles going on at any given time. You can go ahead and spectate them if you want to. Let's see where they are. This is from the one of the expansions, the sci-fi themed expansion. It looks like.
Oh wow!
So I guess you can just pop in and watch other people play their games if you really want to.
A lot going on here. Okay, there we go.
There we go. Yeah, it's a turn-based game, so they're gonna, what are these little? So there are, I guess, traps and walls of fire and everything like that.
Wow.
So this can get. I think you have to. This looks like there's some kind of victory point condition for actually stepping on stuff. There's dual laser beacons. Wow, this is crazy. I haven't seen this map before. But it looks like there's kind of waiting on. It's like, you know, Hearthstone, where some people do the timer go all the way down for every round, but somebody's taking a look at stuff and making the decision. You can look at any of these that you want to. There's plenty of them going on at any given time. But yeah, that's a pretty impressive little addition. Again, I haven't played this much in the last couple of years. The release of the Steam version kind of got me back into it. And you can use the same login for the web browser version and your Steam version. It'll ask you for the same login, so totally compatible if you played before in the browser.
Right, because you've only played in the browser, and then this is the Steam version. You just logged in.
Yes, exactly. Cool. And one note is that this is not the same game as Card Dungeon, which is another very similar game that came out a couple months ago. You kind of use cards, and it has the same top-down D&D aesthetic. I think Jason and I both played that. I didn't care for it a huge amount because you can actually run out of attack cards, so you can get into a point where you can almost not do anything. It's complicated to understand unless we're looking at it, but feel free to try it if this looks interesting to you. But Card Hunter, I have gotten back into it, and I really want to play more of it.
Sweet. All right. Well, thanks, Rory.
Yeah, no worries. Thank you.